What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead, and don't we all want this? And if you don't know what we're talking about, we'll break it down for you. But Lenny James, also known as Morgan Jones, was recently interviewed. Well, recently replied to some things on Reddit, and it was pretty interesting. Got to give a shout out to Digital Spy for sharing some of the information here, as well as a shout out to Benito Camilla. He asked for a shout out, and there we go. I just love Morgan's face right there. But in response to a fan question on Reddit, James said, "I agree. With anything, that means I will be back in the company of my mate, Andrew Lincoln. So yes, if closure does it, then let's have closure." So I guess there was a question about closure of Morgan and Rick. Well, it's crazy to think that this is the last time these two saw each other. So much has happened for each character since the last time they saw each other. But it's only fitting to have Morgan and Rick, who started the series of The Walking Dead show and the story together. Well, I guess Shane and Rick did, but Morgan was there for a lot of big things. Morgan was definitely a big factor in the pilot episode and has been over the course of the story. It's pretty interesting if you think about it. Morgan is very important to The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead universe as a whole, just as important as Rick is if you think about it. Now you're like, well, that's crazy. And I know a lot of people will be like, no way, there's no way Morgan is as important as Rick to The Walking Dead. I would even say that Morgan may be even more important than Rick in some aspects. Now I'm saying Rick is important, but some really big moments have Morgan involved in a lot of ways. Sounds like I gotta make another video to highlight the importance of Morgan and Rick, of course, but Morgan being super important in The Walking Dead universe. Now, also in the Digital Spy article, they shared this, what I thought was interesting about the 11th season and the 24 episodes. They say the first half of 12 episodes will air in 2021, with the second half following in 2022. That we know it's 2021 and 2022, but is it going to be 12 and 12 or 8 and 8 of the 24 episodes? We just don't know. Of course, the Daryl Dixon spinoff in 2023. But I just hope the final episode of The Walking Dead is good. I was thinking about this the other day. I think about it a lot, I guess. But I hope the show ends in a big way and really a satisfying way. You know, the comic ending, if that happens to the show, it would be okay. I could deal with that. But so many TV shows have terrible endings. The series finale endings of shows are usually not that good. More shows ended terribly than actually ended in a way that you're like, yes, I'm actually satisfied with that ending. And of course, that's my opinion, but just based on the shows that I've watched, the series that have ended, we're like, wow, that's pretty much a weak way to end the series. And I hope there's a big, awesome ending with Judith, Michonne, RJ, Rick, everybody, everybody involved, Morgan, just our big components of the series. Everything comes full circle, everything gets a return, and it's an awesome, satisfying, gratifying ending. But then when the main show ends, we have the Carol and Daryl show. So is that going to be like, what? How is this ending? Because life goes on in the shows if you think about it, right? Like there's the ending, if everybody survives, what's going to happen with Daryl and Carol? We know Daryl's going to be the last man standing, but if the main show ends, will the Daryl and Carol show be worth watching? I hope so, and I think so, but it could be weird because it's like it ended, but it didn't end. It's over, but it's not over. But can we all agree that we want Morgan and Rick to be reunited? We really want Rick to just come back around. We want Rick to be mentioned on The World Beyond. We want Rick to be involved with the movies and the shows and the spinoffs and the final season of The Walking Dead. I mean, we want that. Are we going to get that? I don't know, but I just love Morgan's face there. I just picture him be like, where you been, Rick? You've been gone forever. Where have you been? And then Rick's like, what? Where have you been? You're on a totally different show. What's going on here? But thank you guys. Stay safe and tell them, Daryl.
No, we love you guys.